Antique Carpio. It's $10. Thank you very much. And they say, Tom and Hem, I've been getting back into sewing, and I have a pattern for oven mitts, but I need some inspiration.
Ooh.
Are there any mittens/gloves/hands from Warhammer that you'd think would make cool oven mitts? Anyways, I love the stream. Praise Frog.
Praise Frog.
That was the...
Look at his little frog boys carrying him.
Oh my god, wow, I don't know how I feel about him. And normally I love like a big chungus.
He's the best.
He's
not resolving.
Sad.
Praise Frog.
Fish hands.
My god, genius.
That goes to smell durian. Fish.
Of
But
course.
is it just can you just get like fish hand?
Yeah, but they want to make them themselves.
But
if you make them look like Mordheim Zinchi fish.
Yeah, you want it to look like a fish.
Do you make them mouth open close when you pinch them?
Probably makes sense.
Or do you make the thumb like a fin that flaps?
Oh, the thumb being a fin is pretty good as well, I think.
Do your hands go in the mouths?
So these are like a bit sharky.
Yeah.
But they're pretty good.
I think hand goes in mouth and then fingers are like flappy tail.
That's cooler because it looks like your hands are being eaten by fish.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, sort of love that. Yeah, fish hands.
Fish hands.
You work out what is the best way to do it.
Then you get to be a chosen of Zinch.
Uh-huh. Fish hands. Problem solved. Amazing. Great job. Well done.
Yep. Smell durian. Congratulations.
You did it. You fucking got there.
You can change your name if you like now. You've earned it.
Smelly fish hands durian. Urfio. Thanks $5. Thank you very much. They say, Father of History or Lies. Which is true.
Mm-hmm.
1. During the siege of Haarlem, the Dutch flooded a Spanish siege camp with night soil tainted water.
It's a poop story.
Drowning an unlucky Spaniard and causing a cholera outbreak.
Hang on, they only drowned one person?
Just one person drowned after they flooded the place. Shrapnel is named after the inventor Henry Shrapnel. Shrapnel is named after the inventor. I do know that.
Oh, what?
Because I'm fucking smart.
Wow.
But I think you might be doing the fucking trick where it's both are true. Because most people that submit things do both being true.
It's a common move, that's for sure.
But definitely Shrapnel is real.
Or is it technically not right because his name wasn't Henry Shrapnel, it was Jeffrey Shrapnel?
If it's fucking Jeffrey Shrapnel, suck my balls. If it was
that doesn't count. You can't do that.
If it's Jimmy Shrapnel. Correct, Henry Shrapnel. Yeah.
Hooray!
I knew it. Got it.
It's weird though, isn't it? Because like Shrapnel feels like the right name for that kind of shit. I guess just because we know that, because that's what we're used to now. But if he was called like, you know, Jimmy Featherballs or something.
Jimmy Featherballs.
All I mean is his surname could have been something that doesn't sound appropriate for Shrapnel.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because Shrapnel sounds like something ugly and sharp. But
I think that's because it was named that, and so it's now synonymous with shrapnel. Now we have that term. Whereas, if we just knew them as like iron shards, and then it turned out the guy was called Iron Shard, you'd be like,
hang on,
that's really fucking convenient.
Did he change his name shortly before inventing them?
Yeah. But if it was Williamson, it would not have worked. Yeah, in that sort of thing. But maybe we'd be like, holy shit, my Williamson grenades. And everyone's like, oh, yeah, watch out for that.
I don't think it would have caught on as much, though.
Probably not.
People would have, I think they would have technically been called William bombs, but there would be a slang word for the bits.
Oh.
Or do you know what I mean? Like a nail bomb or something like that. Like, oh, I got caught in the the shard blast or whatever.
Yeah, or they just be referred to as like fragmentation bombs or something like. They'll just be
something catchier.
We're not calling them fucking willy bombs. Stop talking about willy bombs. I'm not going to fire them.
But my ass off of willy shard.
I don't want to hear again about how you got bits of willy bombs in your ass. We're not going through this again. Yeah.
No, you don't think that would caught on?
No, well, I think it might have, but people would then be like, "No, we're calling them fragmentations."
Yeah, you got an ass full of frag now.
You've got ass frag. I think makes more sense. Exploding willies. Oh my God, you dirty dogs. Pazar donates $12. Thank you very much, Pazar.
Thank you.
The Dell donates $3. Thank you, the Dell. They say, cultists of Kremlo, Tom and Ben. He came from space.
Hail.
Hypothetically, in a world where centaurs exist, would you say centaur power instead of horsepower? P.S. You guys are great. Keep up the good work.
I don't know if we'd even say that centaurs were like half horse. We wouldn't be like your horse bits and your man bits. I think we would see them as their own thing. Do you know what I mean? We'd just be like, that's a centaur.
How sentient are they? How like talky?
They have mouth.
Are they a wild animal? Yeah, but like,
I think what you're asking is, would we exploit them for labor?
well, would you eat them? Would you farm them?
Would you farm them? Yeah. Would you make them? Because the thing is, it comes down to whether or not if they do all the work, then and you're making an engine that is replacing the horses.
Oh, that's the fucking logic. Would they have been used to pull a wagon?
Yeah.
If yes, then you would call it centaur power.
Yeah.
If no, then
Yeah.
yeah, if they just ran like, in the Victorian times, it just so happened that they ran like the taxi, like the hansom carriages or whatever they're called, and just centaurs pulled them around. Just that was their like, boom, we're fucking well suited for this.
That would make sense because then you don't have to pay a horse and a man.
Yeah. How much does the horse get paid?
Well, house and food.
That's true.
Upkeep.
It's cheaper. Yeah, a lot cheaper. Also, you can be like, don't shit in the street.
Yeah, you fucking animals.
Like, look, just poop. We'll have special centaur toilets. You just use them. Just don't shit everywhere.
Or maybe they have a box. Like they stop, they open the box, they shit in it, they close the box.
Oh my God, the poop box.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't want them like taking a break.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like if they were doing a lot of the pulling, then it would be called centaur power.
That makes sense. Although I do like your idea of would we eat them.
Would you eat them?
But I don't think you'd recognize them as having horse bits. Because you see a duck and you don't go, that duck's got frog feet. It's got duck feet.
Yeah, but you look at a platypus and you're like, that's got a fucking duck's beak and it's got a beaver's tail. And it does have duck's feet. Like, certain things you look at.
Sometimes you do. That's
and you're
true.
like, clearly, that's a bit off another animal.
Yeah.
You're
not like, look at that cow with its 2 rhino horns.
That's true. But
maybe.
I think there's some.
I think platypus is the weird exception.
No, there'll be some others. I already came up with one example.
Look at that monkey with its human face.
I guess, yeah. But I think when it's so obviously like it's both half man, half horse.
I wonder. We'll have to design our own fantasy world building. What would society be like if
centaurs were real?
Oh God, if they were real thousands of years ago, I feel like just because they're different, human society would have just like fucking conquered and enslaved them.
Probably, yeah.
And just treated them real bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. like the Bigfoot.
Just like we did with Bigfoot.
That's why you didn't get many Bigfoots.
That's where Bigfoot's gone. Turns out they were like pandas. They did not breed well in captivity.
They just don't breed well in captivity. And only so many people want to jerk off a Bigfoot.
They tend to get enraged.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, really hard to find them.
It's so hard.
They're real good at hiding in the woods.
Do you know there was a Bigfoot sighting recently?
Really? You don't get those very often.
Do you want to see? There's a video of it. New Bigfoot sighting in Colorado. Do you want to see the video of the... Look. This was really recent.
How can we tell if his feet are big? Is he trying to be a bush? Is he hiding as a bush?
It's a Bigfoot. Did you see him?
I did. I can still see him. He's moving. But he's really good at pretending to be a bush.
Yeah.
Can we start again when he was walking?
It's a Bigfoot.
It looks like he's wearing clothes. It looks like clothes are hanging off of him. I'm less impressed now.
How dare you?
That's a man in a bag.
See, this is why the Bigfoots don't want to be friends. Because people like you are
Keep
like,
body shaming them.
you look like a man in a bag.
I mean, you can't even see if he's got big feet or not.
Oh, he's like a big hairy boy.
Well, I hope it is him. I'm sorry, Bigfoot.
Someone in a Chewbacca cosplay.
I didn't mean to body shame you. You
guys are
beautiful Bigfoot.
You guys are being very, very unkind to Bigfoot. Very unkind.
I take it all back. I was just shocked.